Hey, beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I guess you can call it a podcast. And what are we here for? We are here for doubling down with the Derricos Season 3. The first episode is called Poppy, You're Not in Your Prime. And I'm like, you think? You don't say. He's still trying to pop out them kids like he is, though. Poppy, slow down. Slow down. All right, y'all, let's talk about it. All right, so we open up with all the kids in the front room playing, and Dad's in the kitchen cooking, asking the babies who's going to help him. They show the triplets are knocked out, and I'm like, I ain't mad at y'all triplets. That would be me. And the twins, you guys, the twins, baby Darian, wasn't that his name with the head thing or whatever? Can't tell their heads apart, so they really did a really good job with them. I can't wait to get an actual. I'm actually reacting as I watch it, so this is a first watch for me. So all of my reactions will be genuine. Oh wait, I want to start off by saying thank you to my new subbies. Welcome to the family, to the beautiful people family. I appreciate you guys, I really do. Hopefully you will enjoy being over here. Okay, now let's get back to it. Y'all, while he asking who's gonna help cook or whatever, they all, I is so freaking loud. It sounds like a school in there. Listen, I like kids just fine, but I don't like a lot of them. I don't. So while he's cooking, we have the wife and the other wife sitting on the I'm just playing Eric, sitting on the couch looking at him in the kitchen with the kids, and he's talking about how he's cooking, I guess, for Gigi's special dish. And she's saying how she doesn't cook, the mother. What's it, Karen? Karen is her name, right? Listen, how do you have 1,200 kids and you don't cook? I don't understand. But maybe that was their trade-off. He's like, listen, you have all these kids for me. I'll do the cooking, you do the cleaning and taking care. I don't know, but how do you get away with not cooking for so many kids? How do you not even want to know how to anyway, let's keep going. All right, so Dad says they're doing steak and lobster, and come to find out it's vegan. Apparently, he's going vegan because his mom is now going vegan. She has some chest pains. The doctor told her it would probably be best if you went vegan. Do doctors say that? Probably, I don't know. But yeah, she's going vegan, so he's doing this to, in solidarity with her. The kids are not about it. So we find out that Karen is taking the kids, well, the whole entire family, including Eric, to South Carolina. They're going to stay there for a month, I guess, and see how it goes. She said they need a bigger house, and yes, they do. How many times did I say they're in this little townhome, and he actually has homes, apparently. He flips houses or something like that. Dude, why don't you buy a bigger house? Anyway, listen, let's move on. So Dion says that leaving Gigi in Las Vegas or whatever for a month is not an option, so they have to figure it out. I'm like, what's there to figure out? Leave Eric. Leave Eric behind. Is Eric going with y'all to family for a month? And then I thought about it, and I'm like, oh, yeah, of course he is, because Eric is the nanny. He's the freaking nanny. So Eric can't stay with Gigi. Yeah, Gigi comes in and Karen says, yeah, they're all on the vegan diet. And he's like, vegan diet, I like it. Gigi says, leave it to her. Y'all, does Gigi like Karen for real? I mean, for real, for real. So Gigi tastes the food. She tells them it's good. In the confessional, she says, listen, it was different, but I could taste the love. Gigi looks good, but she does look like she lost a lot of weight. So, we like Gigi. Gigi is a fan favorite. So we're hoping she's, okay. So as it turns out, Gigi is feeling well enough to go to South Carolina with them. And I'm just hoping they don't make her work. I mean, let her go. Let her have a vacation. Which I don't know how it's a vacation with so many kids and so much yelling and running around and just happiness. I'm just kidding. I sound like a Scrooge. But yeah, so she's going. So y'all know Dion has a little barber situation in the garage, and he's doing Derric's hair. And I think Derrick is the one that said he wanted a wallet for Christmas and stuff, and I'm like, oh, he's gonna be something. Well, Derrick just turned 11 and has a girlfriend, but mom is like, she's just a girl that's a friend. And Dion is just looking super happy about it. Like, he's talking to him and he's like, can you fly for the ladies? And I'm like, so typical. The man super happy. Mom is like, no, not my baby. But I mean, 11 is real early. So in a confusing scene, Dad is asking him about a kiss, and he says no, and then he says, I know it ain't the other one, and he's shaking his head, yeah, and Dad is like, oh, I don't get it. Yeah, what? Can y'all help me in the comments? What did that mean? What's the other one? Because then in a confessional, Derek says that he wants to kiss girls without kissing girls, but kiss girls in a different way. What? What? Do y'all understand? Because I don't understand what the other one is. I missed the whole joke, and I swear I just rewound it. I still don't get it. Help us out. All right. Dad says they're going to South Carolina. They want to open up a business. They want to open up the Derricos Pavilion, which would be a family-friendly spot for big families to go and have fun. Okay. Y'all, if you know anything about their background, I don't know. They have some things going on. They have lots of things going on, fraud, things like that, allegedly. So yeah, you may want to look into it and see what you see, but I don't know if I would trust a business by the dad. But I wish them well. Like, they have a huge family, and however they can get their money, they can get it. I was very surprised they were able to come back for another season. However, like I said before, TLC, they love families with drama and real life situations. Like, they don't shy away from all kind of crazy stuff going on. So maybe that's why. I'm glad they're back. And yeah, if they do open this pavilion, hopefully it works out. But yeah, look them up, y'all. All right, so I have to throw a compliment his way. Dion does a really good job with lining up these kids and stuff. They got some fresh cuts. I'm not mad at it at all. He did a really good job. But while he's lining up Diaz, he sees a lump. And of course, he panics because he got to make good TV. And y'all know, if one thing or two things Dion gonna do, he gonna cry and he gonna make good TV. He's gonna panic. Oh my God, go get mom. What is this? What's this on his head? Dude, calm down. It's a lump. Some kind of bump or something. I don't know, but mom is coming because Dion is about to cry, y'all. Okay, so mom comes. He's like, Mom, did you see this lump on his head? She's like, right here? I knew he had hit his head on the toy chest, though. I'm like, he hit his head and you didn't make sure he ain't had no lumps or whatever. And basically, that's what it is, Mom. That's what it is. They panicking so much that it scares him. The boy was fine as he's getting his hair cut and everything. And actually, they did a good job on his head. But yeah, they're doing all of this, scaring him half to death, so he starts crying. So even though Diaz is crying because they're scaring him, he's still holding his face, talking about, oh my God, we got to get Osaki on the phone. Oh my God. Calm down. Like, why are you doing this? I feel like he is messing with their mental just to make good TV. You know what you're doing. Listen, just get a butter knife and put what is it? A cross in the middle. Did y'all grandma used to do that? Y'all, my grandma, whenever we got a hickey on our head or we bumped our head, she would take a butter knife and she would do like a little cross in between so that it wouldn't get a hickey or a lump. Okay, no, now that I think about it, it would be starting to form a knot on our head, and that's where she would do the cross with the butter knife. She's not actually cutting our head, guys. She would actually just indent like a little cross to make it go down. Now, I don't know if it really worked, but we would run to her whenever we got a knot coming. Grandma, here's a butter knife. Those old wives' tales and remedies and stuff that they used to come up with, once they are embedded and you really grow up thinking and believing this stuff, listen, you really believe this stuff. You guys, tell me some things that your family did that I probably ain't never heard of. I'm sure y'all probably never heard of the whole butter knife thing. That's okay. Again, Dion, just get a butter knife. So they're still homeschooling all the kids. You guys, I wonder why they're homeschooling all of them. The oldest don't even go to school. Like, what's up with that? Is this just for COVID? I don't think it's just for COVID still. She said that the twins are starting school next year, so hopefully they get them in school. I mean, it's cool that they got all these brothers and sisters and siblings and all that, but they need to meet some new people and get out. Not to mention, give the house a break. Let them get out the house for a minute. Mom, don't you need a break? Jesus. So apparently Eric is a jack of all trades, guys. He is a manny. He's a house cleaner. He is an honorary Derrico, and he is now a teacher. So, yeah, there's that. It's just too much. This is a lot going on in one little townhome all day. Oh, my God. Those triplets are too adorable. The two girls and the one boy. Remember, one of the girls had an issue when she was first born? She looks perfectly fine now, running around perfectly healthy. Oh my God, they're adorable. Adorable. Nope, she just said that they are doing homeschooling in South Carolina as well. She wants to get something where they can all be in one room. Eric better brush up on his teaching skills because it looks like this is about to be a full-time job, sir. I don't know why. I would love to know why she's not allowing them to go out and get social skills in a regular classroom setting. I don't understand. You guys, so the kids are outside playing in the garage slash driveway, and Dion finds his roller skates, and the son says, "You can skate." He says, "Does Popeye? No, was Popeye a sailor?" And the son said, "Popeye." I'm like, he has no idea who Popeye is. Oh my God. So the oldest is kind of making fun of him a little bit. She says she hopes he's not going through a midlife crisis. He says he's gonna take them skating. All right, cool. She's like, listen, I'm still trying to date. I don't think men are really at the skating rink, but okay. I'm like, girl, you have got to slow down. Do y'all think she's gonna end up having lots of babies like her mom? I mean, not even trying to be rude. I'm not, but I mean, that's what she sees. That's where she comes from. She has a big family, and normally, well, I won't say normally. Sometimes when that happens, you want a big family as well. And she is ready to get started, sis. How old is she? 15? Yeah, I mean, I guess that's time to want to date. It's all right. And she's a pretty girl, so I don't know, if she's having trouble finding people or whatever, but we'll see what happens. All right, y'all. So we're now on FaceTime with Dr. Osaki, who is in Florida or somewhere. Where they go? California or something. He looks like he's on the beach somewhere. He's like, "What's up, y'all?" So they're explaining, and I haven't even played it all the way, you guys, but I bet you what he's going to say is, yeah, just monitor him and see if anything happens. That's all he's going to tell them. Watch. Watch. Ah, even better. Dr. Osaki said, listen, he is 8 or 9 months out from surgery, and him getting a knot on his head is no big deal. His head is just as strong as your head is. Like, basically calm your ass down and leave me alone while I'm on vacation. He didn't say that, but that's what he wanted to say. But yeah, they had Diaz sitting there with him. He starts smiling once once he hears what the doctor is saying. And that's good for him. Good for him to see that, no, your dad is just an overreactor. And he is doing what he's got to do to play it up. But you're fine, baby. They sit down with Gigi and ask her again about moving to South Carolina. And before Karen can even get it out her mouth, Gigi's like, no, no. And in the confessional, she's like, listen, Vegas is home to me now. So I'm not even thinking about moving to South Carolina. And again, didn't Gigi say she was dating on one of the last episodes, the last season? So yeah, she ain't leaving. Y'all, Gigi be snapping. And that's why if she don't move with them, I'm not watching next season. I'm lying. But I want her to move with them. Listen, he starts telling her, listen, we're just thinking about, and she just starts going off. She's like, whenever you and your wife, and the way she said your wife, she got an issue with Karen. I think she got an issue with Karen having all them babies. I don't know, that she got to help take care of. But she's like, listen, I know what I don't want to do, and what I don't want to do is move south. That's what I'm not going to do. And she was letting his ass have it. Y'all, she is going on and on. She's talking about how, she's from the South and she's had some racist, issues with racism. And she says she remembers how it feels and she's not going back there, even though it's a long time ago. And I'm like, girl, that's still going on everywhere. So you can't escape that, unfortunately. But as he's still trying to talk, she's like, never, never, never am I moving. And I'm like, she may as well be saying period. But she is never moving. Do y'all think she gonna move? I think she gonna move. Y'all, I am on to something. I swear to God. She said, I can tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not moving. And then he said, I was just trying to talk to you about the visit or whatever. And she says, that's what I was trying to talk about. But your wife there, again, his wife, oh my God, she had to kick it off. And he's like, well, listen to your baby. What is up with her and Karen? For real, what's going on with them, y'all? So Karen starts giving this speech about how she's telling Gigi, I want you to come to South Carolina and just experience it and fall in love like he fell in love. And his mom says, I didn't know you fell in love. And he said, I hadn't, but I didn't want to correct her. Oh Oh my God, why am I getting a kick out of this? This whole little exchange is hilarious because in the confessional, Karen called Dion and his mother. That's what she called her. His mother. They're very cityfied. I'm like, okay, I get it because, yeah, I'm cityfied too. Well, kind of, sort of. No, I'm actually suburbanified. I hate to say it, but I am, unfortunately. So in the confessional, Karen says that, when Dion and his mom starts ganging up on her, she just rolls her eyes up because she feels like that's them kind of talking against her family because that's where her entire family is. And she's like, if you don't like South Carolina, then you don't like me. And I'm like, that sounds dumb as hell, girl. Don't say that no more. But, I mean, she's a sweetie. I like Karen. I do. I know she plays a lot of stuff up as well because, of her husband and the show. But I think she's actually a very kind-hearted woman because she's not about to go back and forth with him and his mom. So that's cool. You guys, this couch looks so soft and plush. I would like it. You guys, so then Gigi says that, it would be devastating, honestly, if they left and she wasn't there and able to run down the street and see her grandbabies and everything. She said she never experienced love like she has from them. And yeah, I mean, I can imagine. So as some of you may know, I talked about last season the fact that I was about to be a grandmother. And unfortunately, my grandson was born prematurely. He was born at 5.5 months and he was stillborn, Amari. But the type of mourning and love, and I'm not about to crown this camera. Well, not camera, but this whole podcast, I guess. But the type of mourning, like, it's still very, very raw. And the type of love that I have, and he's not even here. I love him like nobody's business. So yeah, I can imagine that grandkids would bring that to you. So I can't wait. Or, I mean, I can. Until my baby is ready, it's fine. But yeah, I could really just imagine that it would be hard for her. All right, y'all, I got it together. So Gigi goes into this whole thing about she's serving a mighty God and she don't know what he has planned, but she knows that she's not done in Las Vegas. And I'm like, girl, it must be good, huh? It is good because Granny is like, I'm not going nowhere, period. Never. All right, so they getting ready to go skating, and you guys, those little babies are so freaking adorable. They look exactly like Gigi, actually, if you look at their faces. Well, the girls, because I don't really see the baby boy that much. But y'all, Dion got a big ass hoop in his ear, looking like Mr. Clean. He got on a big hoop, a scarf on his head. What are you going through, buddy? What are you going through, really? Because your kids are calling it. Like, they're starting to see it. They're calling it a midlife crisis. I'm going to call it something else, but you're definitely going through something. Yeah, so they make it to the skating rink, and the two people behind the stand, they driving them crazy because they don't know the sizes of the kids and how many skates they need and all that. They got these po babies running around looking for all kind of skates. So Dion is trying to get his mom on skates, and she's like, yeah, it's not gonna happen. In the confessional, she says she's feeling a little funky in her chest, but she ain't trying to let them know. She's just telling them she's not skating today. So when they get their skates on, Dion is like, come on, kids, let's go. And they all go out on the thing. And the girls say, Poppy is being so weird. Hang it up, Poppy, you're past your prime. This fool looks a hot ass mess, y'all. What he got on? He's hollering out vegan, and he got this scarf on, these earrings, these pants that y'all gotta see. Well, I know y'all probably saw it, but it's not a good look. It's not a good look. Yeah, he doing some stuff. He all right. He trying to do the crazy legs, but it's just looking a little crazy because he's barely moving. Like, he's not moving from the spots that he's in. He's stumbling, talking about he's a little rusty, but I mean, you could tell that back in his day, he probably did really well. Okay, so Dion roll up on Karen, doing this little flirting thing, talking about you look good. She like, I got 14 kids. He's like, oh, you look real young, Mom, 14, dang. Super cute. The way they looking at each other, they looking like they actually like each other and attracted to each other. Well, they got to be attracted because they be getting it in, obviously. Can you imagine if they have 14 kids? Can you imagine how much they get it in that they haven't made babies? Oh, I don't want to imagine. Yeah, so Gigi started doubling over and she's making these loud noises like, oh my God. And, she's holding her head and everything. And they like, are you okay? Are you okay? So she in the confessional says that she doesn't want them to be all worried and all over her and keep asking her, are you sick? Are you sick? Because no. And I'm like, no, because you really did just do all that. So the kids doing pretty good, you guys. They kind of getting it. You know how you do that one little 1 foot scoot when you first start? I think if they would have brought them when they were smaller, they would be really, really good by now. Oldest daughter said she likes it. She wants to come back. She wished there were more boys, of course. But yeah, I think skating is always the bomb. Skating is great. Uh-oh, y'all. So the next day we get this serious music and I'm like, something happened to Gigi. And yes, apparently Gigi's chest pain started again the next day. And of course you have Dion sitting in the car just reacting like listen, it's very serious and we don't know what's wrong, but we know it's very serious because of course it's very serious and this is very serious. You should take it seriously because it's very serious. So he's in the car saying that they may have to do emergency surgery. I don't even think I mentioned that they rushed her to the emergency room. And yeah, I call bullshit on him being super, super worried because he's in the car doing his confessional and he's not crying. And if he's not crying, I call bullshit. I call bullshit on the seriousness and the severity. And I think at this point, when he did, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that she's not sick for real. I'm saying that at this point, when he's doing this confessional, he already knows that it's not as serious as he thought it was because he's not crying. And we know if he's not crying, it's not that serious. Y'all, when he was in the car praying, I thought he was going to muster up some tears. I did, but he didn't. He just prayed and he got a whole prayer off without tears. So yes, again, at that point, he already knew that Gigi was going to be okay. So hopefully she's feeling better. Hopefully Gigi is fine. So my jokes are not pointed at her or aimed at her and her illness or anything. I just feel like it's always so severe for TV for Dion. And that is the episode. So we will see you next week for episode 2. Let's see what's going on with the family. Welcome back, guys. If you have not already, please like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you know when I upload. I've never said that before. Yeah, I be trying to think I'm too cool to say the actual YouTube stuff. But I really need y'all to subscribe and hit the notification bell and all that stuff. So I'm going to start saying it because I'm not too cool. But if you are still here, you are the real MVP. I appreciate you. And once again, thank you to my new subbies. Welcome. All right, smooches.